It's Week 17 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's now at not 3,000, not 4,000, but a 5,000-yard season after his last game. It's the Jags and the Colts under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Man, they just do whatever they want to do.
It didn't take long to see our first
call it on
penalty in the
him.
game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Everybody call it on him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. ETN up the middle. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That started late. That's cool.
Here's Logan Cook to play for Jacksonville.
You better call fair catch and get lit.
And good covers there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams. Maybe all of them would play better in this one, too.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. Downs going in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
GSC, Tony,
so
what up?
they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want
both of these leagues I play in the money leagues. You have to play CPU games.
That's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Yes, sir, Teddy.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now for the point after.
Players get on the board.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Trying to keep
pretty clean
Trevor.
And simple there. Just 2 plays.
No
A
turnovers.
long pass
No
resulting
interceptions.
in the touchdown on play number 2.
I'm averaging like 2 a game, too.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Give me a loose
Second drive
joystick or
coming up
something.
here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Joystick
As
a
we
little
grind
stiff.
toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up
Damn,
front.
I didn't think
And as a
I said
GM
that
always
off of
tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost
Pick it
the
up.
football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free,
Damn, I was trying to run behind him to keep that ball.
for you as a defender.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Keep it basic, trying to get my boy in the hands on it.
Another tote for ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Blow this game out of the water real quick.
Travis Etienne.
You feel me?
A
Got another
6-yard
game after
touchdown
this, too.
run. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This regular
They
season,
go I formation, fullback leads the
we
way for
did
the
a
touchdown. Sort of
draft
a false
league.
start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when
We
you
had to
bring
draft
it back
our whole
and use
team.
it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw
I
that
got a
advantage
Super Bowl
result
in
in a
that
touchdown.
in that league.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
We played. The users are really, really good. Very competitive.
Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
So until we get like a lot of people to join the league, we're going to have to play CPU games.
Indy set to go on offense.
And the CPU games, they actually make a difference.
They had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Richardson to throw off play action. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now it's Richardson.
Oh, my God.
The field has got a man complete. He's to the 15. Michael Pittman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Hey, what up? What up, Blue Man? What up?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
We play on all man. So these leagues, they play on all man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pretty play in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete.
Yeah, I thought he was going to stay up.
Give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can
that nigga Yak shit fucking up.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon.
I figured that because I ain't seen
missed all year long. converts on that one as well.
They kicked me off the stream, bro.
You didn't jinx him.
They kicked me off y'all stream.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Oh, I should have went out there. I could have got the pick, bro.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Legal contact.
It's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Wasn't even 5 yards, bro.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Watch this. This might be a sack.
In motion right is Johnston. Now Richardson back to throw it. Complete to Johnston here. There's a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
I'm going to tie this shit up.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd and 10. The tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he takes this one for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
And make sure you follow up, Smokey.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Took him a minute to score, though.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25.
I wouldn't pick him.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
Breezeway, what up?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
They're going to give me a game.
Point after, right down the middle.
And
they will take a 7-point lead.
Got forward in, bro.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. Richardson. It's
scared.
Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Motioning left, that's Pittman.
It's an hour out.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, they find a bullet in there for the completion. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Yes, sir.
Richardson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Richardson out of the shotgun.
Good shit,
This
bro.
one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this
good?
defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that
I appreciate
possession,
y'all tuning
now
in
they know
too,
that they
man.
can compete with this offense.
Got the Indy boys, yeah. I'm about to get them up out of
To
here.
punt on
boy.
4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
It's actually a good league, y'all. It's a real competitive league for real.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their running back inside.
1-1 versus the few users on the play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can get back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them, they
to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he banks it away. Falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there. Catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Yeah, they didn't give him this problem.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
A handoff for ETN. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
What happened with y'all? What happened with y'all game? They blessed me this bad.
Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
Come on, man.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw.
It's happening.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Oh, okay.
Back to the ground with ETN. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown.
You better stop putting that man back there, dog.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
He saw it. I wish this shit was messing up versus me. I could have got that win versus.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Y'all get it bailed out, man. I ain't got to play them tough
music
games.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Motherfucking music game is tough as hell.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Bro, that's crazy.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Yeah, I seen the fumble too.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that. Because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I knew he was going to fumble, bro. Oh, we out. We out. We out. Johnson, what up?
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Or whatever the nigga name is. It's the only reason why I don't start him in the other league. I'm starting in the last.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point.
Bro, been playing like shit for real.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And
Get him out of there, Coach. Get him out of there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation. But they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Can't run in with nobody. I'm covering, bro. Hey, niggas get to losing now. They Wi-Fi.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They Wi-Fi get the fucking up.
That complete to Dallas.
Oh my God, bro! What in the fuck?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 50 yards, and the Colts get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
26, I'm going to be the commissioner of the league.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The visitors' offense and Trevor Lawrence gets... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the Toads in bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On play action, Lawrence.
Oh, my God.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead and you're controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Damn, they played it close. I should have threw a deep ball.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Yeah.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I will agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
2nd down and a yard. Richardson looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Richardson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Touchdown. And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
What? What you doing?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right way to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
You see what happened? Man, Shalon, really? So you can go to the store for what? You said what? Man, bye, man. You tripping, man. You being weird. Being weird, bro. You being weird as hell.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You know, my fucking car. Being weird. I'm not weird.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Scared to run at 5, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. It's a 40-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Richardson back to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Richardson.
Pick, man, what are y'all doing?
Taken in by Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Richardson to throw off play action. They're going right back.
Oh, shit.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Richardson working from the gun. That is
same fucking play, bro. That same play they scored on the first time.
Michael Pittman with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now ETN to start the drive, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to ETN. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Man, the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
ETN moves, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They go play action with Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
All right, Phil, go get you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Going forward, here's ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
that guy.
Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Richardson. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They don't get that easy little pass off, bro. Jimbo, what up?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson out of the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Richardson.
Bro, what the fuck are you at, bro? In the front, open. Safety back there sleep, bro.
Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him in the contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Oh my God, it's wide open. What are you doing, bro? See, it be shit like that fuck the whole game up. Fucks the whole game up, bro.
There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
It's got to be a big hit.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Richardson. Johnston hauls it in. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's Richardson. Forced out to his left. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Richardson to throw it. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 26. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
This is
as
crazy.
the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I get a pick. What's up?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they behind the line.
And they kicked him third.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
7 seconds.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.
Damn. That was a crazy ass L, bro, right there. That's crazy, man. That was bullshit. That shit was crazy. Oh, his little slide open. I'm gonna change that later on. But yeah, bro, them niggas, man. They gave that, my defense gave that game away. Niggas wasn't covering shit. Niggas wasn't covering nothing. Niggas was getting cooked. And I mean cooked, they was getting cooked up. I let nigga run on them, but they was getting cooked. That little pass, that last pass where I threw it to BTJ and nigga was wide open. Should have been on the money. But that's Trevor in real life. That's Trevor Lawrence in real life too, bro. It's that nigga Trevor Lawrence in real life, man. Everything. Nigga Trevor Lawrence in real life. It's crazy. niggas came back and beat me, nigga. It's crazy work. Salty at that too. Salty as hell. Other pants. Damn, what the fuck? Yeah, the black ones. Pussy niggas came back and beat me, bro. Salty.
It's week 18 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Jaguars and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl.
Here's Tyler Bass. to get this one started. And we're off from Jacksonville. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother him other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Now a run with Wright. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Play action now, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Henry on the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Burrow setting up the play action. Complete. It's Ingram. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down. Working inside the red zone.
I'm about to say, if he dropped that,
Touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. the same thing with
Gotta change my safeties real quick. I'm supposed to be playing my other guys.
thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
They start getting beat. I'll put the other niggas.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. They strike for 23 yards. And the Titans will have a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Darnold now to throw. Komet brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Jaguars, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards.
Running back. I start running back and come back to like.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
AFC Championship.
Running behind center with Wright. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Let's see if I can run this dude off real quick. I don't want to do it.
They run again with Wright. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
On first down, here's Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Burrow. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. 1 quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll be facing 4th down. Trying for it with Burrow. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the option, it's Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back now, pressure on its way.
Oh my God.
Able to get it to Moore. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Rice. And he gets this forward to the 19. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold.
No! Ooh, I was about to say. Tip the damn ball up, bro.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Jaguars, still running back Jalen Wright, getting set to begin another drive. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Gets everything he has under this. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now lead by 10. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Darnold looking to throw. Completed here to Komet. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. From the 34.
Thank you.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. And the Jaguars will take over as he kicks off his 10th pass of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. This throw is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Darnold to throw. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Titans with a long field ahead. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Darnold. That throw finds Komet. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 41.
Pick it.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. To throw, here's Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Watson with the catch. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds his man Rice. And they bring him down around the 34. Second and 3 now. Darnold now to throw. Moore's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll throw it again. Hauled in by Rice. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. From the 23, Komet brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Shotgun now on third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it fourth down. This one misses the tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. Amendola able to put it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. On first down, here's Burrow. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get more points to end a lopsided first half. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow the lead now to 22 points. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're halfway through this. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play. And how many times do we see his highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Here's 2nd and 11. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Darnold.
Damn, too late.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Oh.
And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing here, Darnold. That's complete to Wilson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to Komet on the slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Able to get it to Moore. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They'll run for it. Jacobs.
Oh, my God.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. He's throwing for it. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. All right, Brock, they went empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
Here's a give for Wright. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Play action now, Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Burrow setting up the play action. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. A give to Wright. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st down, Burrow to throw.
Oh my
Well, his
God.
first real mistake, that's intercepted.
Burrow.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6.
What's going on here,
Tyler
man?
Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Same thing happened last game, too. You didn't have to throw it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Wright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Running it with Wright. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now Wright. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
from the 34. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Burrow to the air now. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Wright on the carry. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll run here with Henry. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. To throw, here's Darnold. Wilson's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Darnold looking to throw. That finds Jacobs complete. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. A dose of the hurry up offense here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And it's running. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. DJ Moore the touchdown. Here's Darnold to throw. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get you your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jaguars returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars leading by 8. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to get up to the midfield strip with that run. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Now a run with Wright. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a long.
What's up, fool? That nigga said good morning, nigga. That nigga left the party. Okay, Henry. What's up, fool? Nigga said good. That's why I said this nigga get in the party talking about good morning. I'm just trying to win this game, bro. Man. Nigga call a nigga say, hey, yeah, I just want to make sure you alright and tell you good night. That shit funny as hell. Man, what in the fuck are they doing?
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he got to the target.
R-double-Lowski. What's up, fool? Nah, nigga, if you wouldn't have said nothing, I was gonna forget.
Here comes the 2nd down call.
What y'all talking about?
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll advance this down to the 22-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Damn, you fucked your ankle up?
They run again with Wright.
They try to take you out, man.
The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout.
Yeah, niggas were shaking.
As we approach the end of this game. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Yeah, nah, that was purpose. Nigga played jailhouse ball on him. Said, how can you shit?
Inside to Wright. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
They'll come away happy with that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Yeah, I gotta play Green Bay. I was already in the wild card.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. They get it. Made the interception. And a Titans
Shit, good team.
miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but this game is over. So the
Hell
Jaguars come away with the win in this
My
one.
team playing like shit.
They get
They playing like shit, bro. Oh, no why niggas ain't went ahead and got these separate Wi-Fi, bro. Because if somebody playing Call of Duty and you trying to play Madden, that shit ain't working. Call of Duty takes so much of that Wi-Fi, bro. Yeah, bro. Everything.
Take up all the Wi-Fi for real. Well, it take up all the shit. Nah, the new season about to be dropping here soon.
Man, this girl don't get in my car.
Ain't really that bad of a drive.
This girl don't. Yeah, that traffic crazy, bro.
And I worked all the way out here, so I'll be in that. Man, I'll be leaving the crib for an hour early.
Nah, the traffic. What time you gotta be at work?
I'll be at work at 7.
Nah, traffic going to work is cool. It's about going home, bro.
That 5 o'clock traffic to the north be different.
Shit, nigga, that traffic start at 2:45, bro.